When I was growing up, I was a huge hip hop and R&B fan. I mean, huge. I listened to everybody from Biggie and Bone Thugs and Harmony to Cash Money to Babyface and TLC. I listened to everything. And I was such a huge fan that I would buy Right On and Word Up magazines back in the day. I don't know if anybody remembers those, but I would buy them not to read the articles, but just for the pictures and the posters that were inside the magazines. It was like every other page was a picture that you could hang up on your wall, and it would come with 1 or 2 posters that you can hang up. So I would hang these pictures up on my wall, and I had so many pictures and posters on my wall that I got to the point where I had to start hanging them up on my ceiling. Fast forward to 2007, there was a period where every time I entered my room, I had a headache. I could be anywhere else in the house and be totally fine. But as soon as I entered my room, I had a headache and I didn't know why. So one day I enter my room, I feel this headache coming on, and I just sat there and I asked God, why is it that every time I come into my room, I have a headache? Show me what it is that's causing these headaches. Reveal it to me. And as soon as I was done praying, I opened my eyes, I looked up, and all I see is all these eyes that are looking at me. All these eyes are directed at me. And I felt God tell me, take them all down. And for a second, I was like, what? But he was like, take them all down. So I left. I went to go get a trash bag. I came back to my room and I started taking each picture, each poster down off my wall. And for each picture and each poster that I took down off the wall, the headache started to go away more and more. And I started to feel more and more peace. And by the time I had taken the last picture and poster off my wall, I no longer had a headache and I had complete and total peace. And for me, it was crazy because I would never think that these pictures or these posters would ever be an issue. I would never think that these things would be tied to a spiritual related issue. But in that moment, God showed me that there was something spiritual, there was something demonic tied to these pictures. And for some people, that might be too deep. But I'm telling y'all what God showed me. I'm telling y'all what God told me in this instance. As soon as I took these pictures down, as soon as I took down every single picture, I no longer had a headache. It was completely gone. They were completely removed. And from that moment forward, I never put up another picture or poster. I never bought another magazine. And around this time, I don't remember if it was before or after, but around this time I had also gave up listening to hip hop and R&B completely. I'm not saying it's all bad, but for me, where I was in my life at that time, I just had to get rid of it all. So I had the headaches. I prayed to God. He revealed it to me and I took action. And once I took action, I gained that peace that I didn't have. I gained that peace that could only be found in God and through obedience. So I'm grateful to God that I was obedient in that moment. And I'm grateful that God showed me what it was that I needed to do in order to obtain his peace.